you a business owner who's fed up with feeling like you have to be a boss babe CEO, whatever the hell that is, or hustle 24/7 in order to be successful? Well, if you're ready to do things in a smarter way, welcome to Life in Business. This is the podcast for women just like you who want an easy and effective way to grow your business that's built around genuine work-life balance and not a multi-million-pound empire. I'm your podcast host, Libby Langley, award-winning business coach and known as the Ease Queen because of my sensible and easy-to-implement ways to earn more by doing less. In Life in Business, I'm going to share with you how to make small but effective tweaks, how to be confident in your business decisions, and how to make a healthy and guilt-free profit doing exactly what you love most without working 14 hours a day. So get ready to make your dreams a reality. Here's this week's episode. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Life in Business podcast. I am Libby Langley, your host, and today, is my favourite topic. I am going to tell you how to make more money. Yeah. Money it's often kind of like an ugly subject, but it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. We need money. We need money to do anything. And it's good to have more money. It's good to want more money because the more money you have, the more good you can do. Imagine if you had £1 million kicking around in the bank. Think of all the people that you could help. Think of all the causes you can support. Money isn't always about buying the best handbags or having the biggest holidays. That is super cool if you want to do that. Big fan of nice holidays. But it's about changing the world. You know, the more money we have, the more us businesswomen can change the world. And that's what I'm going to help you do today. So, hands up, who wants to make more money? Then hands up, who wants to make more money but do zero extra work? Oh yeah, now you're talking, right? So I reckon what I can do in this episode is I can help you make some extra money by the end of this episode. Sounds like a big promise, but I'm pretty confident that I can do that, okay? So you ready to have a bit of fun today? That's my challenge to myself, to you, to help you make some more money by the end of this episode. And I want to know whether I've achieved that or not. So what I want you to do is DM me, message me on Instagram at Libby Langley and tell me how you feel now. Go, yeah, all right, Libby, whatever. And then at the end, well, actually, you've helped me make this much money. That's what I want to know. So that's what I want to hear from you. And I'm going to tell you how to do it. Okay, I'm going to tell you the easiest way how to make more money. First thing is look at your outgoings. What are you spending money on in your business? You probably subscribe to 10 different bits of software or services or programs you're in. Yeah, there will be multiple things like that you're paying a monthly amount out to. Take a look at those and then look at how many of those you actually use. So how many things are you paying £2, £20, £200 a month for that you just simply do not use? And I know for a fact that there will be some. And some will be monthly and some will be those sneaky annual subscriptions or quarterly payments that kind of come up that you're not really thinking about. But this is a big money leak in your business, okay? So your first thing to do to make more money is to systematically and thoroughly go through everything that comes out of your account. Know what it is for a start. And then if you use it, amazeballs. If you I haven't said that expression in years, but yeah, amazeballs. And if you don't use it, cancel the blooming thing. Okay, and that will automatically mean there's less going out. Just to give you kind of a few examples of this, real life examples of this, I saved £23.99. Not a lot, but still 24 quid. By cancelling a web address that was going to auto renew. Now, I don't know about you, but I have in my time had many URLs that I own. But this was one that I wasn't using anymore. It doesn't go anywhere. I don't have anything on it. And so I cancelled the auto renew on that URL subscription, on that web subscription. And I got an email to say that it was going to auto renew. And rather than just thinking, yeah, I'll do that, you know what? I actually did it. And I know that's only 24 quid, but if you've got something like that kind of every month, that soon adds up, right? So that's a really small example of just, I made an extra £24, just like that. Okay. And I talked about this on Instagram, and somebody messaged me to say that they'd done this exercise and they'd cancelled something that was £80 a month that they were spending. And that's nearly £1,000 a year, right? And she cancelled it. And so she made an extra £1,000 a year by just clicking cancel. How cool's that? How easy is that to make extra money? I did the same thing because I do audit myself. You know that I try and live by example and share with you honestly how I run my own business. And so I do this exercise. I'm terrible for signing up for stuff, but I'm much more vigilant now than I ever used to be. And I do make conscious decisions as to what I'm signing up for and what is worth me spending my money on or not. And I recently switched a few months ago, the provider that I use for my payment gateway, essentially. I used to use Kajabi, which you might have heard of, when I had a group coaching program, because it's brilliant for hosting courses and creating sales pages and also for taking payments for people. Well, because I'd closed down my group coaching program, I was basically spending, wait for this, £125 a month on just people being able to set up kind of payment pages for people to click on, which is insane, absolutely insane amount of money. But I felt kind of like almost tied and loyal to Kajabi because I'd used it for a few years and it had been brilliant, and I knew I could quickly create sales pages if I needed to. But I have an absolutely brilliant web developer on my team who supports me and does all my kind of web stuff. She can create pages for me. It just means I need to plan ahead a bit more, which means I need to be more strategic, which is all a good thing. So this was utterly stupid me paying for this. So I took the plunge and I cancelled it, but I still needed some way to be able to kind of set up sales pages for payments. Now I use Stripe. You might well use Stripe in your business as well, but sometimes there's certain things that Stripe can't or won't do, doesn't have the functionality for. So I still needed something. So I signed up with Thrivecart, and Thrivecart allows me to create these sales pages and take kind of like 3 payments, for people do a payment plan, or 6 payments or recurring payments like that. And it was a one-time fee. I'm not an affiliate for this. It's just to give you information, to put a real life scenario out there for you. It's a £400, it was when I did it, one-off lifetime fee. Okay. So yes, I had to spend £400, but in 3.5 months, I would have saved that in what I was spending on Kajabi, and that's it. So in the first year since making this decision, I will save something like £800, and then it will be like £1,250 a year that I'm saving. Yes. And all I had to do was breathe deeply, tell myself that I didn't need that anymore, and cancel it. So, I made lots of money then. And I had a client, Rachel, and she saved, wait for it, £2,500 a year on things that she was paying out for. That is insane. And it's more than 3 times what she invested to work with me. And you might say, well, that's not, you didn't really help her move forward in your business. Yes, I think that's a huge move forward in the business. If you could, what would you rather do? Implement loads of changes, get more people in your team, grow your business, work more hours, or make 2.5 grand by clicking a couple of buttons? I know which one I would be really glad that a coach told me to do. So it's all about making more money by not working any more in the slightest. This is about you being really smart. And you know that I am the queen of easy business. And you know that my mantra is to work less, earn more, and embrace true happiness in your business. And this is just a brilliant way to do it. So there's a few examples there of how realistically you can do it, ranging from £24, really small, up to 2.5 grand a year, which is nuts for just having some extra eyes on your business and thinking more carefully about what it is that you're actually doing. So I would say to you, boom, you have already made more money, I'm guessing. So message me on Instagram at Libby Langley and tell me how much you've made already. This is so fun. I love this. It's so much fun. The thing is, making money isn't always about money. Not always about money in, right? It's about profit. And this is how I know that I'm so different to other business coaches out there, because other business coaches will help you scale. They will help you, focus on 10K months. They'll help you do that. But I am very much about, hang on a minute, let's look at what we've got at the minute and see how we can make more money. We can be smarter with what we've already got. And half the time, that does involve doing less and just being cleverer about stuff. And I feel like it's cheating the system, and I absolutely love it. So that's your thinking too, and you're all for the less is more camp, then we need to chat. So reducing your outgoings ups your profit margin, which is basically like magicking money out of thin air. And this, it makes you think more like a business owner. It makes you think more strategically. Having this knowledge, like I say, is like cheating the system, but it's not. It's just about understanding your own business and looking at everything and just thinking, what bloody hell am I spending $23.99 on that for? I do not need it. I do not know what it is. I am never going to use it. You know that monthly subscription to that course that you pay, that membership program, where you went in the Facebook group once about 4 months ago. You don't need it. You do not need it. It's not going to help you. You don't access it. Cancel it. Okay? Or make the decision to actually use it and get the value from it. Think like a business owner about where your money's going. And now let's talk about spending money, because there are costs in a business. And some of them are really, really useful to have. And this is another way, spending on the right stuff is another way to make more money. And I know that sounds a bit contradictory, because how can spending more make you more money? But let me tell you, you probably pay £100 a month or so for all your kind of TV subscriptions, your broadband, all that stuff. Probably, yeah, more than that maybe. But I'm also guessing that you're not quite sure about whether you should pay £15 a month for Zoom so that you can have calls of more than 40 minutes. I know people who won't pay £15 a month for Zoom, and you have to limit your calls, which is just, it makes no business sense, right? Or £12.50 a month for Calendly, so that you can send people the link so they can book time in your diary. You can set up payments with Stripe through Calendly, so someone can just book a session with you. The more that you automate things, the more time you have. And so it's really, really worth investing in tools such as Zoom, if you use Zoom for meetings, for calls, and Calendly to automate your diary appointments. The more you automate things like that, the more time you're saving. Because, crikey, we all know how much time it can take to to and fro with someone about, oh, are you free on that Tuesday? Yeah, I can do 10 o'clock. No, I can't do 10 o'clock. I can do 2:30. Oh my goodness me, you could have practically had the meeting by the time all the emails have toed and from. That time, that energy, that headspace that takes, you could be doing something else. You could be working, you could be generating some really good content, you could be working with a client, you could be out walking in the fields, you could be sitting in the bath, you could be doing something that isn't a kind of time-consuming, time-wasting task. So investing in the right tools for your business is absolutely essential, okay? And remember, the more you automate things, the more time you have. And you know what time is, don't you? Time is money. There must be a song about that. I feel like there's a song about that somewhere. I don't remember it. Maybe you've got it in your head. DM me on Instagram and tell me if there's a song about time being money. So, let me ask you then, how much extra money have you made in the last, 15 minutes or so? Is it £24 because you've decided not to auto-renew a web domain? Is it £80 a month because you've cancelled a subscription to something that you weren't using? Is it £1,250 a year because you've switched to a more appropriate provider of a service that you need and use? Or is it £2,500 a year because you've actually taken a few minutes to dive into your business and just look at what's coming out and deciding what you need and cancelling stuff? Or is it more? Oh, if it's more, just from listening to this podcast episode, imagine what we could do if we sat and looked at it properly together and you had my insight of over 11 years in business, my eyes on your business. Imagine what you could achieve then. And all of this that I'm telling you is zero extra work. It's a bit of admin time. It's a bit of CEO time. It's a bit of thinking like a business owner. It's a flipping, blooming easy way to make money. And that's why I get so excited about it, because this opportunity is there. This opportunity is there for you today. It just takes you stepping away from the busyness and the doing to think, let me look at the bones of my business and just, oh, hang on a minute. What is that? What is that? That sneaky little $6.99. What is that? I'm going to cancel that. And $6.99, I can't do it. I have to get my calculator because I can't add up in my head. $6.99 a month, £100 a year. Well, it's £84, but £100 a year. £100 a year. I mean, that's nice extra little bit of profit, but also pay for a night out. Yeah? Pay for doing something nice for zero extra work. Oh, I love it. I hope you feel excited as I do about this. But do you know, this has been really fun today, actually. And I know it's kind of been a short and sweet episode, but it's so powerful what can be achieved in such a short space of time. And I hope that I've demonstrated that to you today. And what's so powerful about this is that knowing these numbers means everything in your business. And if you want to dive deeper into it, message me on Instagram at Libby Langley, and what we'll do is we'll get on a call. Yeah, because I pay for Zoom, so we can have a call that doesn't get cut off halfway through. And then we can chat through everything in your business and help you to work less and earn more. Because what I've done today is I've demonstrated one of the ways that is entirely possible. It's no smoke and mirrors, it's no lies, it's no gimmicks, it's no bullshit get rich quick scheme. It's just understanding the intricacies of your business, and it's your business. Yeah, this stuff you need to know, right? This is stuff you need to know. So if you want me to put my eyes on your business and to help you with this, because, you might need my help and my experience to bring this, then like I said, just DM me on Instagram at Libby Langley and we'll get on a call and we'll talk through it. And what I want you to do really is to tell a business buddy that you've got about this, because this is probably going to be one of the most important podcast episodes I ever record for business owners. So please do share it. Screenshot the fact that you're listening to it. Share it to your stories on Instagram. Tag me at Libby Langley. Email it to your entire list. Tell the world about it, because this stuff matters, okay? And this stuff matters because it's absolutely my mission to empower more women in business. And just this small bit of knowledge on how to make more money by working less, essentially, could change the world. Could just change the world. Because the more disposable income we've got, the more good we can do. And we're good at doing good, us women, but we need the funds to be able to do it. So let's go out there and change the world. This has been superb. I've absolutely loved today's episode. I get very excited about this but it's so easy for you to just make such a difference to your life doing this exercise. So please, please, please message me on Instagram and tell me. The challenge I set myself at the top of this episode was to help you make some extra money by the end of the episode. The end of the episode is here. So let me know how I did. It's been super. Thank you so much as ever for listening. It means the world to me, and I'll speak to you next week. Thank you for listening to Life in Business. Please make sure you subscribe or follow so you don't miss any future episodes. If you enjoyed today's show, please leave a review, as it helps others to find the podcast and spread the word that there is an easier way to do business. If you want to chat with me about today's episode or suggest a topic for the future, I'd love to hear from you. You can find me on Instagram at Libby Langley. See you next week.